Good morning. I actually got up late, enjoyed a little extra sleep, which was about extra 2 hours normally compared to what I normally do. So what I'm going to do today is head over to the church and start trying to get all this TP-Link stuff installed to see if I can get everything working upstairs, at least off of the light switches, and then go from there as a proof of concept. Come along, folks. Alright, so I'm back here in Lowe's again, and I'm looking for a light that I can actually hang right above the media booth desk that will put one of these smart bulbs in there, or maybe a table light, so that I can code it to where when we live stream the light will go red, but if anything happens to our live stream it will change color. So I'm looking for something like that. You would think it would be easy to find a lamp that uses a regular light bulb that's not huge and humongous and gaudy like this, because I need something that's small. But I guess the smaller they make these bulbs, they actually can just do a LED built into it. So that's what I gotta find right now. So see, like if it was something like this that could sit on the table that actually used a bulb, a programmable RGB LED or something like that, that would work. Because like I said, I don't need something that's all out of control in price. I just need something really simple, just to have a standard bulb. And I guess maybe that was my fault, because everything's moving towards LEDs anyway. So we'll find something to figure it out. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do after talking to some of the electricians there is, I think what I'm going to do is go with one of these recessed lights, hang that in the media booth on the ceiling, and then I would put the LED in that, and it's a drop ceiling, so that would work there. Maybe run the wire to that light directly, but then have somebody else come in and do all that wiring. New wiring, need a professional to do. Just changing out an outlet, I can do. So that's what I'm looking at, and then I'm just thinking maybe something like this would work. I just need to be able to fit a traditional bulb in. So I talked to my electrician friend, and my plan is viable, but what I'm probably gonna think about doing is doing a little bit more investigation on Amazon or maybe Alibaba to try and find one of these little lamps, because that ultimately would be a lot easier than running all this other stuff. The most I want to actually need to get done is just running power to the new outlet that's going to be outside the media booth. So I'm heading to the church now to go ahead and test out putting some of these switches together. So as much as I would like to have the lights have both of these bulbs in the ceiling and they just have a red glow, I mean, I think that would be cool. I might do that at a later time, but it's not in the plans for right now. I also could entertain doing the unified LEDs that run power over Ethernet to power. That would possibly be good too, but again, those are just regular lights, so there's no addressing the color or nothing like that. But oh well, we gotta try. So on to the church we go. So again, I'm at church, and like I said, heading up here to the booth, I was talking to some of the people, and trying to start a little buzz with this thing that I announced at church, which is coming soon. I know I haven't been talking about it, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be epic. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, let me get up here in the media booth and make sure I can turn the power off up here, and then we're going to start playing around with some stuff up here. All right, so here's the door to the media booth. So the idea is to either... See, I think this part is going to be the easiest because there's already a switch on the other side of this wall. So from right here. So piggyback off of that, put the other switch here. They just hit that, put a little label on there, tell them what it does. Hit the label, boom, it turns on the system to default. and everybody who is using the sound for like rehearsal or something like that is good to go. Oh. All right, let me take these cables since they're not needed anymore. All right, so obviously safety first. Want to make sure we kill the power here so that none of this stuff is working. And hopefully they have this documented properly. Those are sanctuary lights, receptacles, light sound room, so that's 13. Probably gonna kill all the power here, but that's the point. But that's the lights. That's one. And receptacles. That's 11. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna kill everything up here. Alright. So this must be an emergency light. I hope so. Alright, let's see what's inside this. So, a little protective foam cover. This is the whole plug. And then just some wire nuts. That's mainly it. Pretty straightforward. So, let's get to installing. First, we've already confirmed that the power is off. Those are emergency lights. None of the other outlets are on. And we're gonna pop that off and then go from Alright, it's all there. So now let's go ahead and turn the power back on and make sure everything is working. Alright, power is back on. Hit the switch here. So as you can see, everything is working. Let's hit this again. Alrighty, so now I have to factory reset this because I tried to install this at home first just to test, so I knew what I was doing before I got here. So let's put the cover on it and we're gonna factory reset it and then put it in the app. See, very clean and flush, I guess because of all the wiring. See, this is the I'm not even gonna give myself that term, but that bothers me a little bit, but it does not bother me. It does not bother me that it's not completely flush. But anyway, as you can see, it's red because it doesn't have the Wi-Fi. It's still storing the Wi-Fi from when I set this up at home. So it's really tight, really tiny, but this is a reset button here. I'm gonna hold this down. All right, so while I was working on this, I just had an epiphany and found out some interesting stuff here. So while playing around with this stuff, pretty much noticed that my main battle was trying to figure out how to get around these 30 amp issues with the plugs. But while plugging around and playing around with this stuff, realized the only thing that's really using the 30 amp plug is the sequencer that has a delay that turns on everything, as well as the other relay that's under here. So technically, I could just get a regular smart plug and I can have everything plugged in, and all this extra is not really needed. The only issue is that this plug down here, that's up under here, the relay here is this gray cable is ran all the way under here, under the floor, and into the back to where the other amps are back there. And so I would need to put a smart plug back there as well too, and just time when all the stuff gets turned on. And the amp situation, the 30 amp issue that I was having, is really a non-issue, because if I take the sequencer out of the picture, that's what's requiring this 30 amps. Nothing else is needed, because everything else is just a regular plug that's going back there. I'm a verify, but when I was playing around with the cables, that's really all that's needed. So I pretty much was making the situation a lot bigger than it really needs to be. So what I'm probably going to do is take some of these switches back and return it for a power strip like I had at home. So I mean, I like this, but I should have did some more research on this. So this is pretty much just to flip on and off whatever's connected to that switch, which is a light or something like that, a pre-wired light. I thought it was going to allow me to also connect to use this to press that button, then it would connect to everything else as well, which it does not. So I mean, there's another way to get around that, but this is making it actually kind of good and a lot easier to do. So I just need to return this and test out the stuff back there. So let's get to that. All right, so let's walk through, they left that on. Let's walk through all the parts that need to be turned on or be accessible. So we have these mini converters that need to, and there's 2 of them there, that normally stay on the entire time. So these at minimum would be plugged in to smart outlets. So that's 2 right here. This is to the camera, that can stay on. And this is to, don't recall what that is to, but at minimum it's 2 of these that will power this on, the converters on and off. So that's 1, 2. These are fine. That's fine. Okay, I think this goes to this, that other power strip to that. Here's another converter that needs to be ran power, but should have a long enough cable. If we put that strip over here, enough cable to reach both. So that's 3. We have a camera that goes down here. That small one right over there. Over there. That one is powered. So that would also go here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 items. All of this can stay on. And then we have 5, 6, 7. So today was kind of uneventful. I thought I made some good progress on the kind of smart outlet Wi-Fi type of stuff here in the media booth, Found out that the smart switches don't do exactly what I wanted to do, so I left one in place. I might even take that one back, but that's still left upstairs, and I kept one of the light bulbs personally from my system at home, but the other ones I took back. But the good part of it, I found out that a lot of the stuff that was my hang up, I can get around with just going with the smart outlet, the power strip. So I returned them, had enough to get it, but because I used my Cash App card when I bought the stuff, it's going to take 48 hours for the money to come back. So I couldn't pick them up and return right back to church and set everything up. So I'm going to have to wait until the money shows up and then purchase them there. So I'll have to do this on take 2 to get this stuff set up when I get a chance. I'm pretty much going to work on website today and maybe do some other videos, and that's mainly about it today. So let's get back here and take now. One thing I will say, I decided to do a little sin in here. Went to Krispy Kreme and I was gonna get some regular donuts until they had a sign up for some Reese's peanut butter cup donuts. Oh yes, they're so awesome. If you haven't tried them, you have to try them. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Because the chocolate ones have peanut butter filling. Then these other ones, peanut butter, have chocolate filling. So, oh my gosh, they were so good. Alright, so this is going to be a short vlog for today. Mainly because of the hiccup that came from me returning the TP-Link smart adapters and switch. Have to wait for the money to be returned to my Cash App card so that I can go and place the other one. So I'm finally going to get myself a chance to play some PlayStation. So that's mainly about it. So surprisingly, this is a slow day. So I'm just going to enjoy the time. So I'm going to just relax for a little bit, then get to reading, have some dinner, and that's about it. So if you like seeing what I'm doing from a day-to-day basis, well, anyway, thank y'all for checking in and watching. Appreciate the new subscribers and everything like that. And when I do the full breakdown of the TP-Link and smart conversion for my media booth, that will be a separate call out video. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all on the next video later.